Life 9.1 million years ago, struggles of ancestors in shifting grasslands. The sun blazed over the endless grasslands, heat shimmering against the horizon. A small band of Australopithecus afarensis, our distant ancestors, moved low through the tall reeds. Their bellies were empty, ribs showing beneath thin frames. For 3 days, the herd of grazing beasts they followed had vanished into distant plains. Hunger drove them forward. A female, carrying an infant clinging to her fur, plucked bitter roots from the earth, pounding them on a flat stone. Elders chewed fibrous stems, spitting them out for children whose teeth were not yet strong. Every gesture carried urgency. Survival hung by a thread. Suddenly, the wind shifted. The grass ahead rippled, not with breeze, but with movement. Eyes widened. A pack of saber-toothed cats slinked from the shadows, amber eyes fixed on the weakest. The mothers, the young, the slow. Panic ignited. The tribe bolted. The chase erupted across the savanna. Feet pounded dry soil, arms clutched infants tight. One male grabbed a sharp stone and struck it against another, sparks flying, but too late for fire. Instead, he brandished the crude edge, waving and screaming in primal defiance. The predators circled closer. At the river's edge, salvation, or another threat, appeared. A wall of hippopotamuses rose from the water, their jaws opening wide in thunderous roars. The cats hesitated. In that pause, the ancestors plunged into the muddy shallows, clinging to floating logs, hauling children across. Water splashed with chaos, but the predators did not follow. The cats faded back into the grass. Safe, for now. The tribe collapsed on the far bank, chests heaving, mud streaking their fur. Relief gave way to despair. The grasses behind them were turning brittle, yellowed by drought. Food was scarcer with every season. Survival demanded they move farther, beyond familiar ground. Night fell. The sky flared with lightning. Thunder cracked, and then came the storm, sheets of rain flooding the plains. A young male climbed a tree, snapping branches, dragging them down. With flint and dry bark guarded beneath a rock overhang, sparks were coaxed into flame. The group huddled around the first fragile fire of the night, protecting it as if it were a newborn child. But fire drew more than warmth. In the distance, glowing eyes glimmered again, hyenas, dozens of them. Drawn by the scent of weakness, they closed in. The tribe tightened around the fire, stones in their hands, clubs raised. One elder bared his teeth and lunged forward, slamming rock into the skull of the first attacker. The clash became a storm of snarls and screams. The fire wavered, then roared brighter as dry branches fed it, its flames lashing the dark. The hyenas retreated, whining into the night. The ancestors stood trembling, bloodied but alive. Around the fire, the infant whimpered, then quieted, soothed by warmth. Mothers leaned close, fathers guarded the edges, elders tended wounds with crushed herbs. By dawn, the grassland glistened with dew. The tribe set out again, fire carried in smoldering sticks, children balanced on shoulders. Hunger remained, dangers lingered, but together they had endured storm, predator, and hunger. The struggle was endless. Yet in their unity, in the fire, in the clutch of mother and child, was the seed of survival, the fragile thread that would one day become us.